Hello everyone, I am Mutmainah. In today's lesson, we will learn about noun clause and adjective clause. Let's begin. In the first section, I would like to explain and analyze noun clauses. What's a noun clause? A noun clause is a dependent clause acts as a noun. When a simple noun is not enough to represent a person, place, thing, or idea, we use a noun clause. Noun clauses begin with a relative pronoun such as who, whom, whose, which, what, that, whoever, whomever, whichever, and whatever. A noun clause can also begin with a subordinating conjunction such as how, when, why, where, whether, and if. As you know that noun clauses can be used as a subject of the sentence, a direct object, an indirect object, and an object of preposition, a subject complement, an object complement, and a positive as an adjective complement. Let's start with the noun clause as the subject of a sentence. We have to remember that the subject of the sentence is the person, place, thing, or idea doing the action of the verb. Look at the example. That Tim is not a very good friend is obvious to those who know him. In this sentence, a noun clause begins with the relative pronoun that. A noun clause that Tim is not a very good friend is a subject of the sentence. Let's go on and look at the example of a noun clause as a direct object. Remember that a direct object receives the action of a transitive verb and answers the question what or who. Please have a look at the example. Ruli doesn't understand why the package has not arrived. In the sentence, why the package has not arrived is an object of the verb understand. Let's go on and look at the noun clause as an indirect object. Remember that an indirect object is the recipient of a direct object. Yeah, this is the example. My teacher usually gives whoever complete the project by Friday extra credit. The noun clause is whoever complete the project by Friday because it is an indirect object of the verb gives. Gives what? Extra credit. To whom? Whoever complete the project by Friday. Now let's talk about noun clause as object of the preposition. A preposition is placed before the noun, or in this case, the noun clause, to show the relationship between a nearby word. Please have a look at the example. They sold the house to whoever made the best offer. In this sentence, the preposition to is followed by the noun clause whoever made the best offer. Let's go on with the noun clause as a subject complement. A subject complement follows a linking verb and describes and identifies the subject. For example, knitting is what makes me relaxed. In the sentence, what makes me relax is the subject complement describing knitting. Now, noun clause as an object complement. An object complement describes or completes the direct object. An object complement noun clause will follow the direct object and modify it. Please have a look at the example. She considered the biggest regret that she never said, "I love you." In this sentence, the direct object is regret, and a noun clause is an object complement is that she never said, "I love you," and it defines the word regret. Let's go on to the appositive noun clause. Remember that an appositive renames the noun. Look at the example. We who are wiser and older know the truth. In the sentence, the noun clause is who are wiser and older rename the noun we. And lastly, let's go on to the noun clause as an adjective complement. When a noun clause modifies or complements the adjective, it is called an adjective complement. Please have a look at the example. I became worried when I heard the hurricane was coming our way. In this sentence, the noun clause when I heard the hurricane was coming our way modify the adjective worried. Okay. Now we will learn about adjective clause. What is an adjective clause? An adjective clause, also known as an adjectival or a relative clause, is a dependent clause that modifies a noun or a pronoun. What about how to identify adjective clause? Adjective clause may begin with a relative pronoun such as that, who, whom, which, etc. It also may begin with a relative adverb such as where, this is to describe place, when to describe time, and why to describe reason. Please look at the example. People who have marketable skills can always find employment. In this sentence, who have marketable skill is the adjective clause modifying people. The pronoun who in this sentence is the subordinator and also function as the subject of the clause, and in this sentence the word have acts as the verb. Okay. There are two types of adjective clause. The first one is restrictive adjective clause and the second is non-restrictive adjective clause. Okay, look at the example. My friend who drives an old Cadillac is buying a new bike. In this sentence, who drives an old Cadillac is the adjective clause modifying the noun my friend. And here we use no commas to set off the clause. The reason is the clause is central, defining my friend. Since I have many friends, you would know whom I am talking about until I say who drives an old Cadillac. Yes, this is the example of restrictive adjective clause, and actually that we cannot remove it from the sentence, and so we use no commas to set off the clause. Let's compare with the second sentence. Marty, who drives an old Cadillac, is buying a new bike. In this sentence, the adjective clause is non-restrictive because it is only such kind of additional information given to the noun Marty. So here we can remove the clause and we need to set off by using commas. Okay everyone, alright, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching. See you.